Hey people, Injured here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Adila Province and Imperial Guard versus Tyranids. For the Blue Guard, we have Ben 1993 with a Lord General fights in ranged combat begins with a retinue of stormtroopers and add to the retinue giving him more abilities, really strong defense and support alongside. The Tenso is an Inquisitor, offensive hero with powerful control abilities, begins in melee but can get ranged weapons. We have the Mordian Iron Guard here. And rounding off the team is the lead designer of Elite Mod these days, Adila, with a Lord Commissar, strong offense and support, fighting in melee, begins with a refractor shield, can also shoot his own fellas in the head, and they know it. Red Tyranids, we have YZ with a Hive Tyrant, a very durable hero that walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, with powerful disruption and support, begins in melee combat with a basic synapse, I shall call it Montoya. Alongside, RedRe Venge with a Ravener Alpha, a tunneling hero with great mobility, powerful offense, and a bit of support, begins with a ranged weapon but can get melee stuff going on. And rounding off the teams is AssMan with a Lictor Alpha, a melee specialist that can infiltrate and disrupt, some powerful offense and a bit of support too. Mixing it up on the east side against that Lord Commissar, big old brawl going on here. Hormagaunts chasing down some poor guardsmen. Lots of termagants, as you'd expect perhaps, against the sentinels and stuff. Here's Adila's sentinel. Lictor and the Hormagaunts chasing those guys all the way through. Hormagaunts should be okay. And these are RedRe Venge's Hormagaunts. Where is Tenso then? Tenso's making their way over to help out Adila. Meanwhile, west side, Montoya the Hive Tyrant is pushing against the Lord General's stuff. We've got some Hormagaunts struggling to path around the big old Hive Tyrant there. And double termagants as well, although the second squad is back at base right now. Those guys go for the garrison. Montoya turns to run away. Looks like the guard will take the west side then. Lictor Alpha pushed all the way up and actually got a decap. Looks like he got stomped too because he was stunned there. Way more las guns for these Hormagaunts to deal with. Only dropped one model, well done fellas. Oh, dropped another one. The Curse of Indrid knows no bounds. AssMan with a Warrior Brood now. Most likely Barbed Stranglers, but you don't know. I'd expect the same for YZ. More Guardsmen for Ben. And a heavy weapon squad on the way for Tenso. In fact, the Barbed Strangler was started there by AssMan. What's going on with Red Revenge though? Where's your power going? I don't know. They haven't spent any power of it, I guess. Got a tunnel though. Got themselves a tunnel. So this tank, I don't think it provides cover, it's just a shot block, okay. I thought it was providing light cover there for a second, which was weird. It must have been something else it was standing next to. 481 to 477, there's two guard in the mid. Red Revenge can't take it on alone, but here comes AssMan with that sneaky Lictor Alpha. And that Barbed Strangler, of course. We also have a Barbed Strangler for YZ and a Ravener Brood for Red Revenge. There's that power spent. Lictor Alpha soaks up some damage. Red Revenge joins the action from a flanking angle and pushes back the guard a little bit, but they do have a heavy weapon squad there with a heavy bolter to cover them. Needs to reposition a bit though. Saw that limited firing arc not really covering things. Lord Commissar throws up his shield, starts smacking on the power gen. Good pressure here from the Imperial Guard. Here come Adrenal Gland Hormagaunts, but they get locked down by that crossbow bolt pistol's crippling volley. Ravener Brood can still burrow strike though. And they get in on the heavy bolter to tie it up. And wow, take it out, I think. Yes, that heavy bolter got messed up, and so did the Inquisitor. Bad end to the engagement there for the Tenso. Started off so well, setting up a decent play with the crossbow bolt pistol, but the Raveners still get back there. Will they replace them? Maybe not with the Ravener Brood around, I guess. Barbed Strangler shooting at the Lord Commissar. It's a suppression weapon, area of effect, some decent damage output too, but we do need to get relatively close, closer than regular ranged weapons, I believe. The base range is like 38 for the basic ranged weapons. Can the Sentinel get away here? Looks like it's gonna be alright. Catachans on the field for Adila. Just ate that Barbed Strangler shot. They do tend to bunch up Catachans, so AoE abilities can be really nasty against them, hitting all the models and stuff. That was like one Barbed Strangler shot that did that. West side is blue. We have Bioplasma up for the Hive Tyrant Montoya. Here it comes. and overshot it. Thought those guys were going to keep moving. Does have a relatively long wind up, that ability. It used to be even longer, but they shortened it somewhat in Elite Mod. Looks like Montoya has scared them off, but then needs to run from lasgun fire. Can they cap this, or is there too much shooty here? Ravener Brood are relatively fresh. The Warrior Brood, are they here? The Lord General is inside the garrison with a grenade launcher, which gives him move, making him guys move faster, because that's obviously what a grenade launcher would do. 481 to 384. Spore mines backing off here from this lasgun fire. Dropping one. But they can use a shot blocker there. Yeah, they've been pinned back quite a lot. Tunnels are quite deep. You'd expect to see one maybe over on the east side a little bit. Bashing that contested power now. I think, yeah, the blue team are going to start thinking about tier 2. I guess the red team are as well. Here's AssMan with a tier 2. And Adila. Maybe a Bane Wolf thrown in from the Tenso. Did replace the heavy bolter, by the way. We'll see how it does now. Oh, they don't have helmets, these fellas, or hats. Alrighty. Could be a big fight here. Flesh hook on the Lord Commissar, but he throws his shield up. Still takes massive amounts of damage. Imagine if that was the Inquisitor. She would not get away from that. Spore mines going off in their own lines. Yikes indeed. 459 to 383. A really good push from the Imperial Guard, despite the flesh hook opening. The shield allowed that guy to soak up way more damage than the Inquisitor would. Lord General needs to be careful here. Doesn't want to drop those stormtroopers needlessly. They do some decent damage, those grenade launchers, especially if you can hit a blob of termagants or something. Here comes the Tenso with the assist. Good flanking position with the heavy bolter, but here comes Montoya. You need to focus this guy down. Nope, Hive Tyrant just strolls in there. They were shooting at the Warrior Brood instead. Big stop though from the Sentinels. And YZ is sent packing. Well, the Hive Tyrant's still it. What was that? That was a crossbow bolt pistol. Looked like the incendiary shell for a second from a spotter squad, but there aren't any spotters on the field. What is this? Guardsmen shooting stuff. No war gear for the Lord Commissar. Does have a stormtrooper squad on the way in tier 2. The Tenso, the last player to go. And a Tyrant guard is up for AssMan. Big tough bruiser unit. Can charge in, mix it up. Vulnerable to plasma and melter damage, which the Imperial Guard does have access to with stormtroopers and regular guardsmen plasma guns. Is this a... oh, stormtroopers called in by the Tenso. All sneaky like. 459 to 367. I like that they don't even attempt to explain it with a drop pod or some kind of drop. They just appear there. Uh-oh. Sentinel goes down. That has an electroshock grub on it from the Warrior Brood's 4-rack swarm here. 459 to 356. And Tyranids push through in tier 2. Can they get onto the power and smack it down? Maybe decap the VP as well. Meanwhile, west side. Is it a 2v2? No, it's a 2v1 against YZ. They're going to get onto the power here. Oh, they spotted a tunnel. You do get red and XP for tunnels. Plasma guns in play here for the Tenso, for both of the guardsmen. They get 3 of them at 8 something DPS each, so not bad. 24 DPS, not quite as much as a single tactical marine plasma gun, but they're only little guardsmen, fellas. Give them a break. 459 to 332. Lord General did get the decap there, must be quite annoying. You've got a zone throw puck for YZ, long range artillery unit that provides a nice health regen synapse to nearby Tyranids. Warrior Brood having to flee here. Heavy weapons squad looking for a good place to set up. They do have a bunker now and a heavy turret. We might see this turned into an executioner turret for some rapid firing plasma cannon action. Crossbow bolt pistol again, done some good work this game. That crippling volley. Tier 3 for Adila. And now we have a medical bunker just got upgraded there, so these guys can reinforce off it. Also get a little bit of health regen. I don't think it's a huge amount. Kind of like the brood nest, doesn't give you much health regen, but it's something. Speaking of brood nests, we might see some on that west side later when we start getting more 2v2 fights over here. And we did indeed see an executioner turret put on here. Bad news for any infantry that get close. AoE attacks, quite rapid firing. Pretty nasty, that thing. Sentinel of Tenso and Ben, they still have them. Missile launchers are in. 459 to 2860 they are keeping the pressure up here. Going for the mid now. Runs into quite a lot of stuff. Warrior Brood getting into melee from RedRe Venge. Got some more Raveners too, but now getting flanked by Adila. Lots of plasma guns coming in. Warrior Brood do not like plasma guns. Heavy infantry get shredded by that stuff. They get 30% extra damage. Venom cannon for the Hive Tyrant. Also improved synapse, so he's gone for that kind of backline, more supportive build. And can throw some bioplasmas in too. Tyranids are not out of it yet. Got a lot of stuff to deal with, but the Tyrant Guard is tough as hell. 2,500 hit points. If you don't have plasma, you're going to struggle to put a dent into that. We have some here from the Tenso, but I don't think... Yeah, Ben doesn't have plasma. Adila does, but they're off the field. Tyrant Guard here goes into shield wall mode, which gives it vehicle armor and some health regen. So the Sentinel switching to crack missiles to try and, you know, crack it. Down goes the Inquisitor. Hell Fury Strike is dodged. That's from the Inquisitor's global bar. Looks like the Lord General is going to try and revive her. 459 to 237. They're keeping his 2-1 up. It's been good play. They haven't overextended very much, the Imperial Guard. They've known their limits. They've pushed up to this halfway point and kind of tried to dominate here. Lord General hits level 2. Also has the Carapace armor for stand firm. Immune to suppression is useful against the barbed stranglers, as you may expect. Big running battle though. The Tyranids are back for more. Burrow strike in the back lines there. They might be able to push through. Good grenade from the Stormtroopers. Yes, a fighting retreat back to the bunker. Can they crack the bunker? The heavy weapons squad is set up in a very strange direction. That's not the first time we've seen that from the Tenso. I'm not sure what the problem is. Maybe he's sometimes targeting units rather than choosing a facing, and they like choose some weird direction to start shooting from. You generally only want to start targeting units with a setup team once they're already set up. Very quick power bash here from RedRe Venge. We do see the Synapse aura for damage. I don't know if it's made particularly obvious when they're in Synapse range of that. I mean, when you already have basic Synapse, I don't know if the Synapse looks much different. It might look a little bit like brighter. They should maybe look into changing that a little bit. Make it a little bit more readable. Maybe make it yellow or something. Ravener Alpha went down there. 459 to 196. In this case, RedRe Venge didn't have a Warrior Brood around, so it was obvious to see when things were in his Synapse range. Warrior Brood were back at base here. West side. 459 to 188. Heavy turret is going to be taken down by the Venom Cannon. Those things have vehicle armor, which the Venom Cannon is very strong against, as you can see, making short work of it. Very short work of it. The other things should have been shooting at the Guardsman, I think. Just leave that to the Hive Tyrant. Meanwhile, mid, we got some Stormtroopers with assault kits. We got some mines dropped in here. That's from the Lord Commissar's global ability. They found a Synapse Tower to bash as well. 459 to 168. Big VP lead for the Imperial Guard. Can they see this one out? Lehman Russ on the way. Carnifex on the way for AssMan. Everyone's tier 3. Carnifex March can be super powerful, but the Imperial Guard tanks are really good. AssMan's making a push here, just trying to keep them off the VP. And the Warrior Brood are spotting these mines, so they won't go off by running on. You can still shoot them and set them off. There's a electroshock grubs, shots at the Sentinel, slows it down, disables weaponry. Can they finish it off? They can. Big push here from the Tyranids. The stand firm means that those guys are not getting suppressed, which is handy. They can keep on going. Hell Fury dropped on this blob of Tyranids, but oh, they retreated. I thought they were just going to tank that damage there. I think they could have just kept going, especially with that zone throw, giving them some health regen. Leman Russ goes for the Executioner, so more for these blobs of little Tyranids rather than the Carnifexes. AssMan's Carnifex is up, does not have an upgrade yet. The Tyrant Guard is just cracking on this bunker, so is the zone throw getting shots in. Ravener Brood getting into the back lines. These guys are built for melee now with the enhanced muscle coil. Having to flee. Tyrant Guard has done some really good work for AssMan, you know. Haven't dealt with it super well. I mean, Ben has no plasma. Now down to this triple guardsman too. But they have tons of resources. They could get a Baneblade soon. Would you get a Baneblade? Carnifex on the way for YZ. Carnifex for AssMan with the Barb Strangler, and that is a massively scary Barb Strangler. Anti-everything damage. Big AoE. Should be called the Stranglethorn Cannon. I think they're going to change it in the next update, I think. Not sure why Relic decided to call it the Barb Strangler when it's on a big old Carnifex. Baneblade is on the way for Ben. Another Leman Russ for the Tenso. Big engagement here though. Can the Tyranids push through? Not sure what the VPs are like right now. Capillary Tower going up. Massive fight. Lord General just backing off. Using those grenade launchers to move. The Tyrant Guard is going to go down, I think. Look how much damage it's taking though. Took so much attention from the tank there. Hell Fury going in. All sorts. Tyranids pushing through, perhaps. They do have that VP. And we saw that bunker go down earlier. So they don't have that stabilizing presence of the bunker anymore. It was a bit too far forward, I thought. Like, have it over here. Why is it there? I guess so it's easier to reach from the middle. 418 to 109. Two Leman Russes. This one's going for the Vanquisher to shoot at the Carnifex, I think. This one has got some XP, and the Baneblade is still building for Ben 1993. Chrono Formation went off back here. Another Venom Brood for RedRe Venge. This guy has the ranged Synapse, and so does AssMan's, providing damage bonuses for ranged Raveners and Termagants. Can get a really powerful ranged army with Tyranids if you have a Ravener Alpha and his Synapse Aura and ranged Synapse and all that stuff all stacking up. 396 to 109. I'm hearing lots of rumbling noises. I'm not sure what's doing it. Nobody's fighting right now. Maybe it was just them shooting down the capillary towers from the Tyranid formation. Here's the Baneblade. It's a big old boy with loads of guns. Mega Battle Cannon, a Demolisher Cannon, which you have to target manually. Las Cannons and a bunch of twin-linked heavy bolters too. It used to be that you needed to manually target the Mega Battle Cannon too, but they changed that. Now it does less damage, but it shoots automatically compared to retail. Whoa. Holy crap. How many guardsmen was that? It was like 12, I think. We have a Venom Cannon Carnifex for YZ. Got a big old army here, YZ. 369 to 109. Those warriors got wrecked. Are they going to get away? One hit point. They do not. That was a Synapse explosion you saw there. 363 to 109. Electroshock grubs on that tank. So much action. You can see somewhat into the background there. A creeping barrage from the Lord General. Can the Tyranids hold on to this 2-1? They're throwing everything at that Leman Russ there in the background. Can they get it? They can get it. I think a Venom Brood got a last shot. Guards on a decapping. Baneblade now shooting at his Carnifex. Demolisher Cannon goes in. The Vanquisher Leman Russ took a bunch of damage too. And look at that. Lictor Alpha on the VP in the background. Not sure if he got any war gear, that guy. Let's have a look. Yep, Scything Talons and the Deadly Jump. That's the Purgatus from the Inquisitor. Also has her mandate. 343 to 109. Baneblade lives, you guys. It lives. It did well. And they have the west side back. Got their natural, got decaps. Adila has the Fist of Brockus and the Emperor's Wrath. But it's down to just 2 guardsmen now. The guardsmen are really reeling here in terms of their rosters. If they lose this Baneblade, the west side is going to capitulate. I'm not sure if they can get back into it after that. Swarmlord on the way for AssMan. They're still probing the Tyranids. Big Bioplasma shot there from Montoya, the Hive Tyrant. The 1-to-1. Zoanthropes do have that focused warp blast thing. So they have some AV here. The Hive Tyrant needs to move up and start getting shots on. Oh no, he's backing away. Doesn't want to approach all these plasma guns and stuff. So a lot of guardsmen hanging around. Tons of repairs for that Baneblade. They all have plasma guns now. Another Leman Russ on the way, this time for Ben 1993. Adila's Commissar levels up to 3. He's going for the flak jacket. Maybe he can execute a enemy Zoanthrope or something. Or like Warrior Brood models or Venom Brood models. This is RedRe Venge's Zoanthrope. They got that VP back, 2-to-1. Do they have what it takes to push again? They'll have to wait for these tanks, I guess. But the tanks didn't do so great for them. One of them got taken out. One of them very nearly got taken out. They have a lot of AV. 2 Venom Broods. Well, the Ravener doesn't have his Corrosive Devourer. They have the Venom Cannon Carnifex. And this Barb Strangler Carnifex. And another Carnifex on the way to Swarmlord that can smack a tank around. Here it is. Also provides a speed bonus and reinforcement synapse, which is super useful. As you may expect, that's the Emperor's Wrath. Ouch. I thought that was the Demolisher Cannon, but the Baneblade's too far away for that. 313 to 101. Looks like the Lictor is maybe trying to sneak up to the VP again on the map there. Inquisitor's level 5. There's the Purgatus again. Can really swing engagements, this thing. Demolisher, and one of the Venom Broods got taken out. Well, one of the models got taken out and they ran away. And then a crippling volley, really shutting down that little blob there. Well done, the Tenso. Double Leman Russes, only one of them with an upgrade. 308 to 101. Is this Carnifex too far forward here? Being tied up by Adila's Fist of Brockus, Lord Commissar. Swarmlord kind of meandering around. The Imperial Guard are getting the VP back. There's the 1-to-1. But look at that Lictor. Gonna get the cap, I think. Swarmlord versus an Inquisitor. Kind of a mismatch in the lore, but she survives. Look at that. Had her mandate at. Was taking no damage there. 294 to 101. Adila down to a single guardsman squad, getting a Baneblade of their own. It has done really well, this one. I mean, if you have 2 on this west side, maybe you can lock it down a bit easier. Blue team are going to get a natural back for the 2-to-1. They are doing a great job keeping themselves in this game here, the blue team. Swarmlord took a lot of damage. Might need to stomp his way back to base, which would take valuable time. Hive Tyrant has got the bonded exoskeleton now. Here we see the invulnerability, excuse me, for Montoya. Imaginatively named. He has to run away though. What is this? Hormagaunts eating some grenade launcher shots. 289 to 97. Yeah, the bioplasmas for the Venom Cannon Carnifexes can do some damage to vehicles. There's a lot of vehicles here now though. 3 Leman Russes and a Baneblade. And the Baneblade of Adila is now trying to get things to leave the VP alone. That's a electroshock grub there. Doesn't look like they're going to pursue it though. Just getting a decap. Now it's a single for the Tyranids. The Commissar retinue giving the Lord General that shield there. The map is just falling apart. Oh, they got the Baneblade. Remember when I said the Baneblade was doing really well? Well, that's what happens when I say things. It got, yeah, double Venom Cannon Carnifexes is a lot for even a Baneblade to handle. The Two Lehman Russes now pushing forward a little bit. Venom getting shots in. Tyranids seem to be set up pretty well to deal with these late game vehicles of the Imperial Guard. Maybe they should have got some more Kasrkin going or something, but... Or las cannons. You know, where's the las cannons? Oh, here comes some Kasrkin from the Tenso. Plasma guns could rip through the Venom Brood quite quickly. If they can get close enough, that is. And it's not going to be easy. Again, the Lictor Alpha being very sneaky. Does some great work on this VP. Adila turns the Baneblade to shoot the Demolisher. Got the decap though. There's the double for the Tyranids. We've got a Manticore for Adila. And the Lictor Alpha's going after it. Should have tried to get onto rear armor. I think he might take it down. Oh, another Lehman Russ got taken out. They are whittling away at these vehicles, aren't they? Having a Brood with a good burrow strike to get them off the VP there. Now turns to fight the Inquisitor, puts a mandate up, but then has to run. Might get the Manticore, is on rear armor now with a power weapon. It's not ideal for a vehicle, but the Manticores are so fragile. 275 hit points. It's nothing. Look at the damage, and this is with repairs going on from the bunker here. Okay, they got rid of the Lictor Alpha. These guys aren't capping though. Adila did not cap. Manticore strike over here. Gets them to push back, I suppose. Yep, it's a Manti. It's a Manti. Look at the resources YZ has. They don't have the population to get anything big out again. I'd say just send some Hormagaunts or Termagants to die or something. Probably the Hormagaunts at this point. These guys aren't even upgraded. Just let them die. They've done their duty. Keeping them alive for now. 167 to 97. 2-1 cap. Seems like Adila is just using his Baneblade to guard the VP now. Here are the Kasrkin. They do have plasma guns. Have that Sergeant. They're quite quick on their feet. And have some good DPS. 16 DPS per plasma gun. And that is more. Both of them is more than a Tactical Marine Plasma. 149 to 97. 2-1 for the Tyranids. Here comes the Lord General though with his shield up. Supported by Lehman Russes and an Inquisitor with her Inferno Pistol now. Where is she going? Shoot the Carnifex, lady. That Carnifex got really low. I don't know why she stopped shooting it. They're trying to get a decap, but the Lord General got the decap. Lost, I think, his entire retinue doing it. It's a massive firefight going on now again. Try and get an angle on all of it. 136 to 97. Inquisitor leading the line here, level 7. Done really well. Manticore hits nothing. Oh, there we go. It hits stuff. I'm lying to you, it hits stuff. It's a single cap now. The Lictor Alpha again on that VP. Where did the Adila go? They brought the Baneblade here. I guess they brought everything here. Tyrant formation. Manticore is under threat, but it's going to be okay. Tyrant formation didn't do a huge amount of... Well, it did take a chunk of the Baneblade. Or help to, at least. They have it. The blue team have the west side, but can they get their natural back? Looks like the Lord Commissar just killed the Lictor Alpha. It's so close. Swarmlord getting stuck in. Montoya now with the cap attempt. Go on, Montoya. Trying to get that VP. That's a rocket run. Didn't hit it super well. Tanks being chased back into the Imperial Guard half of the map. One of them goes down. Swarmlord doing some work here. Goes after the Manticore. Will make short work of it, but might go down as they do so. Yep, the Manticore went down. Then the Swarmlord went down. I mean, he got some good work done. 92 to 97. And for the first time in a long time, Tyranids have the VP lead. In fact, it might be the first time in the entire game. Lehman Russ on the way now for the Tenso. Lots of resources for AssMan, but not quite enough requisition to get something big out. 85 to 97. Adila putting pressure on their natural VP now. And Venom Broods are not suited to harass this Lord Commissar really. They can't hit him with their Venom Cannons. Going for the cap, you know. This could be a clutch play from Adila. Especially if these guys can cap here. There we go. Get some capping done, Mr. Lord General. Nope. Being knocked over by the Venom Brood. But should be able to get up and do some work against them, I think. But now there's more stuff coming. That Fist of Brockus is painful. Just dropped the Emperor's Wrath. Hit those guys a bit, but the Venom Brood, sorry, the Warrior Brood are getting onto that VP. What is knocking over these guys? Probably Bioplasma. Yeah, there's another one. Because each of these Venom Carnifexes has it, and the Hive Tyrant has it. Oh, but these guys are close enough to keep capping. 85 to 67, it's so close. Venom Brood burrow striking him, but he's still close enough to cap. But now he has to run. A Tyranno formation gets thrown in. Some more Kashyyykin on the field now for Adila. Another Tyranno formation and a rocket run. Holy crap. Hit the zone throw pretty well. But again, wasn't a great rocket run. I feel like the Tyranid nukes have been better, you know. Rocket run isn't great against Carnifexes, really. Would be great against something like this. A big blob of Venom Brood. Baneblade has fallen, as you can see there. They did okay, I think, the two Baneblades. Double Bioplasma in there, aiming for the Lehman Russell. That would have been really nasty if they hit. Double cap now for the Tyranids. Have they done enough? I'm not sure what got the decap here. It was these guys. It was Raveners, I think. Kashyyykin are on it, and these guys do have that faster capping trait. If they have their Sergeant, I think, only. The Tenso with the heavy weapon squad, but look at the armies now. Tyranids have a lot of stuff. Inquisitor goes for the decap. 47 to 67. There's the 1-to-1. Inquisitor did die getting that. But I think it was worth it. They're getting it back. Now they're trying to take out these little capillary towers and stuff. Look at the state of the terrain here. That's what wrecks your frame rate when you deform the terrain in this game. Doesn't like it. Adila goes for their natural. Needs to be aggressive with the guardsmen there to try and keep things off the Lord Commissar. He's going to get a decap at least, I think. Another Swarm Lord on the way for AssMan. First one did really well. Might get a full cap here, the Lord Commissar. The Barb Strangler not doing huge amounts of DPS to him, but here comes a melee Ravener Brood. Oh, they're going for a Burrow Strike. Oh, they're going for those guys. Why would you do that? Hit the Lord Commissar. He's going to get a cap here. Gets it. 38 to 61. Double cap for the Imperial Guard. Really strange play from those Raveners. Switching back to the Emperor's Wrath from stubbornness here. Just trying to stay in play. Can't quite do it. That is a Swarm Lord off the room. Meanwhile, on the west side, it's another creeping barrage from Ben 1993, who has lost their entire army. 38 to 31, they have the single. Tyranids are definitely going to get this back. And look at this. We have some Termagants going for the VP there. I wonder if they were dropped in without number. What a game, says Red Revenge. It's not over yet. 1-to-1 cap. Termagants are being shredded. They were reinforcing of the Swarm Lord. Looks like the Imperial Guard have conceded at the end. Ben having 0 armor. They couldn't contest the west side anymore. Hell of a game. Awesome stuff. Had a level 5 Lord General. A level 8 Inquisitor. Both down trying to grab that VP. Adila's Lord Commissar putting some good pressure on the VP at the end. The natural one. Level 7. Montoya, the Hive Tyrant, YZ, is level 7. Bioplasma did some really good work, you know. Level 7 Ravener Alpha. Not sure if they ever got the Corrosive Devourer or something. And a level 3 Lictor Alpha. Lots of decapping on the VP from this guy. He was down for a while at the end, though. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these players for taking part in the Faction War event. And, of course, Impregnable for hosting such things. I'll see you next time.